Hello everyone, you're watching Time Out with Sports Adda. I'm Babashish Nanda. With me today is Wayne Pereira. Wayne, of course, is super excited about the fourth test because India somehow, just somehow, they played out a draw in Sydney. Welcome to the show, Wayne. What are your first thoughts about that?
Hello, Bhavashish. Yes, surprising and very happy and proud. Couldn't say more. Like India somehow managed to get the draw out of nowhere, and I think the best possible result of the third test.
Now we move on to this fourth one. Now, fourth one, of course, it's a little bit of a fortress for the Australian cricket. They haven't lost a game at Brisbane Gabba for 32 years. India, of course, have never won there. They only managed to play out a draw.
Yes,
That is going
definitely.
to be Yeah, that is going to be really difficult. Having said a lot of home advantage going to Australia.
A lot of home advantage, definitely. I think the last team to beat Australia at the Gabba was Vivian Richards' team back in 1989. So definitely a long time back. India has not won a test in Gabba. They've drawn one game in 2003, but still never won it. But yep, always the first time.
And what about this long list of injury list that India has been carrying? I mean, it's almost every day that we get reports that something has happened to someone.
It's I think good news. Like today, we have not got any news of any player getting injured. But
So far, by the time we
yes,
started recording, so far we haven't. And that
still
long list,
awaiting.
yeah, that long list, what it has done right now, Wayne, I'll give you a couple of scenarios. What India is really hoping for is a bowler who can bat because Ravindra Jadeja is ruled out, as we all know. So now the toss-ups is now the toss-up is between playing Shardul Thakur, who is a seamer who can bat, or go for someone like a Washington Sundar, who's probably a spinner but can absolutely bat. Washington Sundar got extended batting sessions at the SCG, so that is throwing any light to the things or the events that are going to come.
I think the most likely outcome is Shardul Thakur because he gives you the batting option, like you said. And if they want two spinners like they have been doing in the past two tests, I think Kuldeep Yadav may get the nod ahead in the bowling department. That is, batting wise, if you say, I think Pant may play as a specialist batsman, or if he is fit enough to keep, he could play as a batsman, keeper. Sorry, and Mayank Agarwal could play in the middle order.
As far as the middle order is concerned, Indians will be looking at that option, but Australia, well, they have made it very clear that they have made it very clear that Will Pucovski is out of the fourth test, and Marcus Harris will be opening with David Warner straight away. Do you think advantage India because Warner is still iffy? He spent some time there, but he didn't look 100% fit, which he isn't by any means. And of course, Marcus Harris just jumping into the series straight away. Do you think there's an opportunity for the Indian fast bowlers, for the opening bowlers?
Not an advantage as per se, but I think India will have to make it their advantage. Warner is lethal, but not a fit Warner can make some inroads. Like India can make some inroads in that. And Marcus Harris has played India before. He's played in the last Border Gavaskar series. So yes, his first series in this year, but you never know.
And just before we wrap this up, anything with the team combination now with Nathan Lyon approaching his 100th test, and of course, he's been an absolute legend. The counterpart on the Indian side with the injury to Ravichandran Ashwin, do you think that India will sort of go for a like for like replacement, which is Washington Sundar, or do you see Kuldeep Yadav getting a game right now?
I think I see Kuldeep Yadav getting a game ahead of Washington Sundar because they will prefer a pacer in Shardul Thakur. Baba offers much more bounce and pace and carry. So I think Shardul Thakur may get the nod ahead of Kuldeep Yadav.
All right, Wayne, now we'll come back to the most important segment. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask you to pick two players from the Indian camp. Who do you think that people should really bet their money on?
Batting wise, I would say Cheteshwar Pujara. He's not been at his best in the first two tests. but him coming back to form is a big plus for India. 50s in both the innings and look really solid. Look like the Pujara of the 2018 series that won us the first series in Australia. The other player that
do you have any reservations at all with Pujara's strike rate? Because there was a lot of going on about that.
I think in the first innings, the way he batted, people were hoping he bats even more slow in the second innings because they wanted to save the draw. So absolutely no questions about Pujara's strike rate. Like experts say, strike rate in test matches is only for bowlers, not for batsmen. So very happy with that.
Spot on. So your first pick is Pujara. Who's the second one?
The second one I would go with is Mohammad Siraj. Even though he's just 2 test match old experience, I think Mohammad Siraj has been doing exceptionally well. The wickets column is not showing his hard work, but he's definitely making the batsmen work for their runs.
So Pujara and Siraj. I'm going to pick 2 from the Australian camp. The first man that I'm going to pick is Pat Cummins. Because as you mentioned, I think the Brisbane pitch will have a lot to offer as far as the Pacers are concerned. And Pat Cummins, I think he's sticking. I think he's really looking for that one big 5-wicket haul. And if that happens, then it's going to be difficult for the Indian top order. But having said that, I'll just hope that Pat Cummins has a good game right now, because I just have a feeling that he wants to make that differential performance is Pat Cummins. Other than that, you do not have to look too far ahead of Steve Smith if you're picking that second player from the Australian side. Not just because there've been plenty of talk about his quirks and mannerisms, if you say the way he was marking centre in that 4th innings of when India was trying to save the test match desperately. My 2 cents about that is, of course, if you've known Steve Smith, he keeps doing stuff like that. But of course, having seen what Steve Smith has done in his career in the past, anything that he does, which is remotely controversial, will be in the public eye. That's something he has to realize as a very high-profile character. And so anything he does is off the normal behavior almost, then that will be scrutinized and people will be looking for that to get something out of that. But yeah, as far as the player is concerned, of course, I guess he's still not done. He's hungry. He wants another big score. No better way to do it and take Australia in the lead in this series. So yeah, 2 players from Australia that we are suggesting that you should be banking on for this 4th test are Steve Smith and Pat Cummins. Right then, Wayne, any last thoughts before we wrap this up?
Just one thing. I think you said Pat Cummins has not been at his best this series, but he's still the leading wicket taker in the series. So that speaks volumes. And also he has a very good record at the Gabba. So yep, Pat Cummins could be a difference.
Absolutely spot on then. Thanks a lot, Wayne, for doing this. Hopefully we keep doing this again. For all the viewers out there, I'm going to tell you one thing. You might be watching this game and this might go down as a thriller, but then of course, do not forget to visit Sportsadda and get all the news, views, analysis and videos about it. And of course, from the world of sports. Right then, thanks a lot, Wayne. Good luck to Team India for the Gabba test. And of course, we will see you soon.
Thank you, Babashish.